right, you're tuning into Anderson Media, STL, and we're live here in front of Veterans Advantage Urgent Care. They're having a special grand opening today. Nicole Jenkins is the founder of this organization, and we'll take this camera inside and go find out more. My name's David. I'm shooting for Anderson Media STL.
Well, thank you. And freedom. They have freedom to come
That's
here
what it is.
24/7, 365 days of the year.
So that's employees only. We don't go in there.
So it's employees only right now, but it will be the Community Partners Room.
And you said the community, what's that?
Community Partners Room.
Community
where,
Partners
where
Room?
people like me will come in to represent veterans Upward Bound, as well as the women veterans of the St. Louis area.
Oh, okay.
And so we'll come in there and provide other counseling services.
Other counseling services?
Yes, including
great.
educational counseling and peer-to-peer counseling.
Sure. Could you show us this room right here?
Sure.
Thank you so much.
This is another one of their exam rooms.
Another exam room. Okay, great.
And this way we can kind of take care of as many veterans as possible. And there's about 6 exam rooms.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you so much. What's your name, dear?
I'm Yassine Jackson.
Yassine, it's nice to meet you. I appreciate it. Very good. So what else will you show us today?
Okay, I'll take you right down here.
Yeah, we'll follow you.
So we've got 2 more exam rooms down this way.
Okay, 2 exam rooms down here. All right.
So they're about identical. Here they have their oxygen therapy.
Oxygen therapy, okay, excellent.
And this is still being set up, but it should be ready to go. So looking at a little bit more of a holistic approach, and as well as preventative medicine and pain management, which is very important for veterans. I myself served for about 12 years. I just got out 8 months ago.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much.
And this is where Dr. Yazzie is going to be doing some of his other therapies, including injections.
Dr. who?
Dr. Yazzie.
Dr. Yazzie, so there's going to be more therapy in this room, folks.
Yes.
Awesome, okay.
So he'll be doing things like injections. He has his own special therapies, which I can't speak on them.
Yeah, but to help with pain and things like that.
But yes, to help with the pain management. Back here is Dr. Yazzie's office.
So that's the doctor's office.
And
Beautiful. Okay.
the x-ray room.
Okay, so here we are, brand new x-ray room, folks, here at Veterans Advantage Urgent Care. So
And as long as you're a veteran, whether they have insurance or not, they will be served. And this is our final exam room.
Jennifer Cobb. I'm Director of Marketing here, and I'm so honored to be a part of this history in the making. This is first ever Veterans Urgent Center, just only for the veterans and their family members.
Oh, wow.
Oftentimes, you see the veterans, as well as public people, sitting in a waiting room, waiting in an urgent center, or they go to a hospital. Veterans are on a waiting list at the VA hospital. They'll sit in the waiting room and wait for hours to see a doctor. That no longer will happen. This is a place where they can come in, walk in 365 days a year.
Wow, 360.
We never close. We're open every day, 7 to 7. And it's an opportunity for us, as they have served our country, now it's time for us to serve them.
That's amazing. And then let me ask you this question. How did you get involved with this organization and this company?
So Nicole Jenkins is the owner and founder of the Veterans Advantage Urgent Center. And her and I have been friends for quite some time.
She's awesome. I love her.
She is. And she approached me about being involved. I've always had a passion for the veterans and the military. My brother served as well as my grandfather.
Okay.
And I knew that I'm being cause-oriented myself and having a big heart giving back. I wanted to really use this opportunity to recognize the veterans and what they're going through, and the caregivers that are the ones that are behind the scenes, that are loving and caring for them while they go through PTSD, wound healing, lung issues, any kind of disease that covers, inside and out. And so the good thing about this facility is we have two entities. One side of the facility is going to focus on the emotional PTSD, depression, anxiety, and we'll treat that. And then the other side, we will be doing injections, EKG, x-rays. We also have oxygen chambers, 2 of them.
Oh, wow.
And so 30 minutes in an oxygen chamber is equivalent to a month on a ventilator. So
Oh, wow.
you can imagine in terms of wound healing and asthma and COPD, all of the things that strike them as well as anyone, we'll be able to treat here at the center.
That's fantastic.
First and foremost, I would like to thank God in heaven who has really helped us pull through during COVID, during some very rough times. Second, I would like to thank Alderwoman Marlene Davis, who at the drop of a dime, she helped out any way that she could. I would like to thank Pete Rothschild for giving us this space to provide opportunities to veterans. And I also would like to thank every business owner starting right here on Washington and 19th. If you don't know, I really would like to tell you that every business owner starting right here on the corner is minority-run businesses. They're ran by minorities. I hope that VAUC and the rest of the businesses can change the culture and the way of thinking about the city of St. Louis, because it really is truly some great people that have been willing to help. I would like to thank Richard Pryor Jr., Lieutenant Stephen Rogers and his wife Natasha, Thomas Carson for providing legal work and being my best friend through this. And also Dr. Joseph Yazdi, I'll say Joe, who is my other best friend, but also the medical director for VAUC. Jennifer Cobb, I can't express to you the gratitude that I have for you coming in and pitching in. Joe Steinman and his crew for bringing this beautiful plane with VAUC on the side of it. All my friends, I love you. Thank you for supporting this. We hope to change the power of medicine amongst the current VA Center. We hope to bring something to the VA Center that has been missing, because I am a former VA employee. I am a friend to the VA. I am not against the VA. Amen. We want to really help veterans and put them back into society so they can become productive citizens of society, so they can walk, so they can get rid of the PTSD that they're having. It might not go away totally, but we are willing and committed to providing the care that's needed and that's been needed for years. I also would like to thank St. Louis Vet Center, Dr. Sonora Brown. Yasin, who is our poster child. She has stepped in, she has stepped up. So women veterans, you are greatly appreciated. Thank you. Mark from Office Supply Solutions, who has been a tremendous help with bringing us everything we needed, furniture and everything. And last but not least, Dr. John, not doctor, but he should be, but John Harrington, who came in from the East Coast, who has been a huge help to me in Washington, D.C. He's helped me through the political process. He's helped me through the building. He's helped me really with everything I needed to put this together. And Sandra Knight, who was my college advisor. I thought that was Sandra. All right. Who always told me to never give up. and you can do anything for and my family for really helping me grow into this strong, confident woman that I am.
Claim it. That is good.
I'm from the city of St. Louis. The roughest part is actually the houses are gone. There's no more homes there. It was so many murders committed. I was resilient enough to my surroundings to be on the bus stop at 5 o'clock in the morning to get bused to Rockwood School District. I want to change that. I want to build confidence, and I hope that I can build confidence for young girls and boys in the city of St. Louis and around the world. So this is the start of something beautiful that I hope can grow in the U.S. and above and beyond. I love St. Louis. This is my city, and I would do everything to make this center good for veterans and their families, because their families are the ones that suffer.
Yes.
When they have PTSD and when they have outbreaks and when they commit suicide, their families suffer also.
Yes.
So I hold this true to my heart, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting this organization. And we're not turning anybody down.
All right.
We are going to grow VAUC. We are taking donations for homeless veterans to walk in the door who's not eligible. We are not going to fail. I refuse to, and I'm resilient to failure. Thank you, St. Louis.
Thank you.
Feels good to take my mask off. I want to thank Nicole and her team for everything that they are doing. Being a former Navy man myself and a veteran, when I heard about what was going on, what she was actually doing, I was just in awe about it. Because you think of all the years that no one has thought of this. No one has thought to, other than talking about it, doing about it. And you had a woman who was from the streets of St. Louis.
Yes.
Lived here, born and bred.
That's right.
Went away, educated, learned, and came back to her community to build her community up. The veterans here that have gone through struggles and strife and tribulations should have at least one thing less to worry about, and that's medical care
Yes.
at their fingertips,
That is correct.
where they don't have to wait 6 months to a year to get in to see a doctor. I thank her and the team for what they're doing. I'm honored to be a part of this team, and I just can't express how excited I am to be here in St. Louis. I'm originally from Peoria, so I'm not too far away from here. But I'm happy and I'm honored for Nicole and what you're doing and what your team is doing. It's a wonderful and a beautiful thing where people can get rid of their PTSD, hopefully, their medical situations that they're going through in their body by just walking through these doors. Without having to go to a hospital or somewhere else for care, they can get it done right here.
Right.
Thank you so much.
365, 7 days a week.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for giving me and my wife Natasha the opportunity to be in what I tell you is probably one of the most beautiful cities we've been in across this country. The people here are just wonderful American citizens, and I want to thank you for being here. I'm a former retired lieutenant commander in the United States Navy, also a former detective lieutenant in the police department. I've been around, served this country, and I'm proud of the men and women who have served this country. A few important things I want to share with you this morning. To begin with, part of Campaign for America's mission. What is Campaign for America? We're out campaigning for the American flag. We're out campaigning for this country. We're out campaigning for the values in which people have placed in this great nation. We're out there encouraging young Americans who are involved in entrepreneurship. We encourage young Americans to work hard to make their dreams like the dreams we're seeing here today come true. You know, Nicole Jenkins and her team, she put together and made this dream, this vision, this desire, which no doubt in my mind God Almighty put in her heart and the hearts of the people working with us, made that a reality so that they will serve those who have served us. And that is the essence of what's happening today. You know, Proverbs 29:18 says, where there is no vision, the people perish. For too long, veterans who have served this nation have perished not just on the field of battle, but also on the waiting lines of medical facilities that were supposed to help them. But today, I see one of the most significant, most magnificent parts of what we see taking place today is that because this vision has become a reality, those waiting lines will be much shorter and many, many lives will no longer perish. No longer perish. The team that made this vision come true.
Yay.
The team that made this vision come true made President John F. Kennedy's words, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country."
Right now.
They made those words, she made those words a reality here today.
Right.
The vision made President Ronald Reagan's shining city on a hill much, much brighter. The vision here today made President George W. Bush's 1,000 points of light much brighter. It is this vision, ladies and gentlemen, that is keeping ablaze the fires of liberty, the fires of freedom in the hearts of Americans across this nation. This is why we are an exceptional nation. We have exceptional people in this land, and we see it here today. The veterans that are here, the men and women who have served this country, especially those in past wars, World War II, Vietnam, Iraq, and on and on and on. Keep this in mind, and we need to keep this in mind, that you're the last bridge, the very last bridge between the past and the present. For when this and future generations cross that bridge, they will find your legacy, they will find your history, they will find a truth about that shining city on a hill. They're going to find a truth that you, every veteran, every person who wore that uniform and fought in every war for this country, they will find that it is you who put in every American history book ever written the pride and the strength of America. That truth, ladies and gentlemen, cannot be refuted. That truth cannot be denied. That truth about duty, about honor, about country, that is a truth called America. And this today is signifying and making very strong that truth. This is an America that enabled people like Nicole Jenkins and the team that she's worked with, and all of you here today, to prove to the entire world that this is indeed the land of opportunity. A land where people can put their faith in God, their faith to work, and see their dreams come true to serve both God and country. So I leave you with this. I leave you with the words of a president named Abraham Lincoln. Words that in his time was a charge to all Americans from his time to our time, from the time right now where we stand. These were his words, and let us never forget these words. Let us have faith that right makes might. And in that faith, let us do our duty as we understand it. If we do, if we stand together like we're here today, and move forward, and we're moving forward with courage, then history. Whose history? The history we're making today. The history we're going to leave our children and our grandchildren. He said, then history will record. Then history will record that we did our best in our time, and in that fight we found victory. A victory, listen now, a victory that we will carry with us and remember for the rest of our lives. Nicole and all of you here today, you have done your duty. You have written history. Thank you all. God bless you and God bless you.
Thank you.
First
First of all, good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
Secondly, let God take all the credit for today.
Amen. Amen.
Because you know what?
What?
I was just talking to somebody this morning. I said, we forget that we did not create Earth or anything involving it. We have just been those soldiers that he put in place and gave knowledge, energy, and a heart to bring things forward. So I thank you, Nicole, for following what he gave to you and bringing it to our city. Because you could have gone anywhere else.
Yes.
You could have been any place else, but you chose to be here. You brought it home. We thank you. I thank all who are involved. I can't say enough. Because you know what? If you don't respect our veterans and not use them as toy soldiers and give them all that they need after they have served their country, it is criminal. So I thank all who have served. I thank all of our people in the business community who have come forward to give their help to this initiative. But please know, Nicole, know this is just the beginning. We can do much, much, much more. And I say thank you on behalf of the City of St. Louis, and most especially, welcome to the 19th Ward.
My name is Joe Yasny. I'm a board-certified neurosurgeon and pain specialist, and I'm so honored to work with Nicole. You know, for me, freedom means a little bit different than us to all you guys, because you guys grew up here. I was born in Iran. Most of you guys know where that is. I never looked at it, you know. You know what goes on in there. So for us to be able to flee out of Iran after the 1978 revolution and eventually make our way here, it was a little bit difficult, but we got it here. For me, freedom means a little bit different than you guys do. So I understand what it means to have a strong army, strong navy, strong military together to keep us safe.
Yes.
And so when Nicole asked me, hey, would you mind doing something with the veterans? The first thing that came out of my mouth was yes before she finished her sentence. Because it didn't matter what it was, if I'm capable of doing it, I'm doing it. And we have been able to put together an incredible team trying to take care of you guys. We're going to have a very, very strong program dealing with all different aspects of head injury, pain, even opioid addiction. It's going to be very all-encompassing. It's going to be very unique, not just for St. Louis, but it's going to be unique for the country. And I think it's a very strong program. And thank you, Nicole, for having the image to do it with me and being able to really carrying it through. I mean, without strong people like her, no, it's behind every man is a really strong woman. We got a giant right there, and it's great. Whew, thank God. We're going to do great stuff, and I hope you'll see us succeed not only here, but everywhere else that we go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joe Steinman. I'm the founder of the Gateway Youth Aeronautical Foundation, and we brought the F4 that's behind us for the sole purpose of showing our support for what Nicole is doing here. It's absolutely phenomenal. What we decided to do is we're going to be a sponsor for it. We put the logo on the back of the aircraft, so wherever we take this, everybody will see the Gateway Youth Aeronautical Foundation's F4 and the Veterans Advantage out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to present you two with the flight suits.
That's okay.
You don't have to.
This F4 represents bringing the passion and the love and the desire for youths all over the country to get back in to flying. The program that Joe spoke about is something that has been an area that hasn't been talked about enough, and these youths, what we want ultimately is to bring them back into the love of what this represents. And with that being said, if you want more information, Joe and his staff are happy to give you information about the program that they're doing here in St. Louis.
Well, for those of you who are not my social media friends, I flew from St. Louis to Kansas City. Some of you have seen the video. I was on a U.S. Senate campaign with Tony Manetti, Air Force, and I was in a Cessna, and he ran the UCM, University of Central Missouri Aviation Department. And now he teaches United pilots how to fly. He is he's phenomenal, and he's military. He's in New York right now taking care of his father, and wish that he could be here. But that was my first flying lesson, and I flew a Cessna from Creve Coeur
Where we're at.
to Kansas City, Missouri. So some of you you've seen the video. So I'm going to take the picture here. Thank you. If you want to tour the facility, I don't know if everyone has had a chance to, but thank you from the bottom of my heart, St. Louis and beyond. Thank you for everybody that came from Washington, D.C. You guys have been a blessing to me. I love you from the bottom of my heart. This city girl is paving the way for other city girls. Yeah.